Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Learn more in the stream. We're live. What are you doing? I don't care about you. Go away. We are live. Okay, well, seems like YouTube seems to like it. Um, I'm live on YouTube. YouTube only. Live on YouTube. Where are we? We can go here. We can go here. All right, we got a few people who are here. I'm not sure what's going on with StreamYard. I'll have to work that um, after the fact. You all should be able to hear me now on YouTube. Mm, is there still no sound? When I checked it on my okay, Jermaine says I can hear you now. Wonderful. Wonderful. I see the microphone at the bottom, the thing moving now at least. It wasn't doing that before. So I need to share my screen so that way we can get it popping. Hello, hello. I'm still here. Can y'all hear me? I have some people saying they can hear me and other people saying they cannot. Okay, we up now. We gon' I don't know. We might have to let StreamYard do its thing because that's so frustrating for me. 2 days in a row, I can't. The sound doesn't work, and there's no clear way to fix it. But I'll have to fix it probably when I'm not trying to like use it right then. Anyway, we're sharing our screen. Hopefully, this is sharing. It was supposed to be sharing anyway. I want to make sure it pops up so we can see the screen. I have to make sure that it is indeed sharing. It doesn't look like it is because I was just there and told it to share the screen. Oh, I got to allow. You have to allow it to share the screen. There it goes. And now it says we're sharing. Yes. I'm using StreamYard. Now I got to get used to just using YouTube. Maybe it's a sign because I've been working with, switching over from YouTube and just using straight YouTube. So maybe this is motivation to just use YouTube, right? YouTube and not come through another platform, but to come straight to YouTube. Either way, here we are. We've got VIX today is at 13.5. That's where we are in the VIX. Oh, I know what I was talking about earlier that y'all couldn't hear me. I was saying that in the morning you're going to want to create like a morning routine as to what things are you going to do between 8:30 and 9:30. Some people are up really early looking at charts and that kind of thing. I don't know if that's always necessary, but you do want to have a plan and a process for the pre-market, whether that's looking at the VIX, which you should, of course, hanging out with me, we go through all the stuff. But if you want to do it before, like on Monday and Wednesday, you might want to do it at 9 versus 9:30 when the market's going to open. But as a seller, you don't really have to do it all that early. Anyway, you want to have a set of routines. You want to have you want to look at the VIX, look at the pre-market movement things. You want to have a way to look at your trades. Either you chart your trades the previous night, you chart them in the pre-market. You want to look at your chart, see what's going on with your particular trades, and have an idea of what trades you think you might want to work with for the day. Okay, you want to have a process that you're using. All right, that's important. All right, let me go back to sharing my screen again so that way we can, okay, I picked one. Computer moving slow. There we go. Entire screen. Now I can allow. Okay, and we're going to the VIX. The VIX is at 13.5. Like I said, you always want to look at that because if the VIX is up a little higher, 14, 15, 16, on up, that basically lets you know that there's fear and volatility in the market. When we have extra volatility, of course, as sellers, we get more money. We make more premiums that way. So that is a good thing. Looking at see what's on Yahoo Finance, it's time to rethink which stocks really are magnificent. Okay, both sides of the aisle are bugging Powell about rate cuts. Apple's under pressure, but has a few tricks. U.S. futures head higher, with more inflation data on deck. I think PPI shows up. Is it this morning? Yeah, PPI is this morning. Refund fraud scheme promoted on TikTok are costing Amazon and other retailers billions of dollars. Ooh, okay. Hmm. Refund fraud schemes are costing Amazon money. Pre-market, we've got all of our pre-market is green this morning. S&P futures, 500 futures gain, shaking off a hot inflation report. All of it's green over here. In Europe, we've got 80% green. The FTSE is down 0.11%. European stocks higher ahead of another key U.S. inflation reading. In Cavis, up 27% on a takeover offer. Takeover. Asia is 60% red, 40% green this morning. It says Asian markets are mixed as Wall Street rally falters. India inflation data on deck. On deck. This morning, which is Thursday, we had PPI this morning. PPI. Basically, this is the cost of the goods for the stores. So the Walmarts and those particular people, when they buy things, the PPI is what they're paying or their prices going up or whatever. Now, I saw yesterday that I want to say Dollar General, somebody else had horrible earnings and their price. I'm going to show it the chart in a minute. I want to say it was Dollar General and Dollar Tree maybe had horrible earnings, and I think their prices fell off really bad. But we'll look. May provide an opportunity. We definitely want to look at opportunities. That way we can, if we can ride the momentum of something else, we want to do that. Right. So all the PPI stuff kind of came in, some red, some green, right? Seems like the unemployment claims, which kind of got mixed in with that. It was supposed to be forecasted to be 218,000, but it was 209,000. So that's a 9,000 less than what they thought. Retail sales is red. It was a little less than what they thought. The PPI month over month is more, it's green. It was 0.6%. They thought it would be 0.3, but the core retail sales is 0.3. They thought it would be 0.5. So, and today what we have is 10 o'clock business inventories month over month, and at 10:30 we got natural gas storage, and then Friday we got some couple red folders on Friday. So keep that in mind. Thursdays are great days to look at credit spreads because you only have one more day before expiration. That means you only have to leverage your capital for a little bit of time. Okay. Janae said the former Treasury Secretary is trying to get a group to buy TikTok. Yeah, my husband called me yesterday morning talking about, did you see they're going to shut down TikTok? And I was like, yes, dear. What I didn't know at the time was who was the owner of TikTok. So that, they were talking about they mad because TikTok's using the data in a malicious way. I was like, well, everybody collects data. Facebook collects data, Instagram collects data, Amazon, everybody collects data. It's just what is the data being used for? And we're assuming that our American people is using the data for good things. And then now we're seeing that the Chinese or whoever owns TikTok are not necessarily using it for good things. But it's kind of hard to turn something like that off once you turned it on. It's hard to turn it off when you turned it on. So yesterday, S&P 500 closed at 51.65. It was down about $10 yesterday. All right, let's go. Oh, I meant to let's go. No, 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 no. I don't want to go there next. I want to go to um, my drive so I can show us Adams numbers. We can look at earnings. I had all this stuff all poised and ready over on StreamYard, and come on, and it didn't want to do right. It didn't want to do. I need you to open up, baby, quicker, quicker, quickly, quickly, as they say, quickly, quickly. I think it's open there too. Is it open? I feel like it's open here already. Yes, it is. Okay, so this will save me some trouble of trying to get it open over on Chrome. Maybe it'll save me time because it seems like it's not saving me any time. Does it seem like it? Okay, so this is earnings for today. This morning we had Dollar General, right? We've got Dick's this morning. We'll go look at those two. And then today, after market closes, we have Adobe. I believe Adobe is probably one that's being anticipated. We've got Blink, I think it's a electric charger thing that's there. We've got Wheaton and Frisia. And tomorrow morning, we've got Jabil and Soho House and Town Square things I don't necessarily know. We can look at Dollar General and Dick's. Let's go look at that Dollar General and Dick's. DG is Dollar General. Actually, they made a nice little recovery in they posted earnings today. Who had earnings? Wait a minute, I gotta go look because somebody had earnings yesterday, Wednesday after market close that didn't go so well. Maybe not. Maybe I missed something. Okay. Oh, Dollar Tree was yesterday. Dollar Tree yesterday morning is where that was. Dollar General, sorry. Dollar General looks like it's had a nice little pop this morning. It closed yesterday at 158 and it looks like it is currently at 165. That's a 7 point jump for Dollar General. So that one may, again, you're always looking for opportunities. This was Dollar Tree yesterday. I know there was one of them that had a big drop. Yesterday morning, they had earnings. They had closed the previous day, which would have been Tuesday, at like around 149, and they dropped off in their earnings. They opened yesterday at 129, so that was about a 20 point drop for earnings. And yesterday looks like they stayed flat all day. Yesterday, you got your money, so they're still hovering at this point around 128, 129, right? Not really doing much over there. I said Dollar General. Who else did I say? Oh, Dick's. What's the ticker for Dick's? Yep, DKS. There we go. DKS. That was on a 15-minute chart. They also had this chart almost looks like the Dollar General chart, doesn't it? It looks very close to Dollar General. It had a nice little pop this morning too. It closed yesterday at 188, about roughly 187 and some change, and now it's at 203. So that's about a $15 jump. So Dick's and Dollar General have both jumped in the pre-market looking at their earnings, right? Let's go see what SPX. Now, I had talked the other day about Intel. I talked the other day about this was a couple days ago. I talked about using Intel for an iron condor. Y'all remember? Y'all remember? And I think several people did both sides. Now, I did both sides, the call credit spread and the put credit spread. The call credit spread is the one that seems to have done better because yesterday was a big drop. It had a big drop. Intel did because I think Janae might have told us this yesterday. They got denied for something to do with their some government grant or something they were looking for. I believe that's what Janae told us. And if I'm wrong, Janae, please correct me. But that was something that they didn't get. But they're falling right down into their strong resistance. This is a strong, sorry, support. It's a strong support right here at 43.23, and they're coming right into it. So that may be one that offers. I got another thing down here that I can't see. Another indicator that I can't see right now. I need to be able to see it. Nope, I don't want you. I want the other one. Got another indicator that's down here. Is that it? Is it? Oh, there it is. Restore paint. It don't need to be there though. It needs to move. I need to move it. I need to move it. There we go. So I can see what's going on here. This is Intel that we're looking at on the chart, but I need to be able to see this. Intel is still showing some good, but it's kind of pulling back and turning back at this point. I need to move this down a little bit. I need a bigger screen on my laptop, as people call it. that's coming down into a support area. This blue area lets you know that this is support and it's coming back down into there. This still is showing green according to riding from here. It's now bumped outside of the trend line that we set a couple days ago. It's now outside of there, but there we go with that. I told you we had a little bit of a upward moving trend there, and it entail. I don't know if I do the put credit spread side at this point though. I would, you know, probably do the call credit spread side at this point because we don't know what there's coming into a support area, but you don't really know if that support is going to hold or will it go down to the next support, which is 41. So if you really want to trade it from a put credit spread standpoint, I would definitely would go under the 41.94. So I would go at 41.5 maybe if I really wanted to trade put credit spread side. But generally, maybe you get the call credit spread side up in here 45. But now we're down a little lower. See if I see any resistance in here. I do see some from over here. There's some resistance over in this area, which is 44.68. So you probably could go with 44.50, $44 even. I don't have Thinkorswim open to look at probability out of the money, but that's where you want to look. You want to always look at your probability out of the money and your plus minus numbers. Okay? We want to do that for sure, for sure. Janae said their grant funding for 2.5 billion got nixed. Oh, hey Tanya, how you doing? What other trades we got going this week? My T triple Q, I believe, is ready to close. This is Exxon. Exxon, we've looked at put credit spread would be good, and it moved on through the equilibrium, slowed down just a bit. If you wanted to put on the other side of XOM, you wanted to get money off of the top side, I probably would look at either 114 or the 111, 112. This first line should provide some resistance, but it may go into it. So definitely look into this zone if you're going to do a call credit spread on Exxon. T triple Q is one that I traded this week. I did a put credit spread on T triple Q and it's about ready to close, even though the price has kind of been in a zone. If you look here, it's really been consolidating. I mean, if you look, all these have kind of been in the same area, as low as 58 and as high as 62. That's a 4 point. This is only a 4 point, area, 4 point zone. No, I don't want that. I want, take me back, take me back, take me back, dear Lord. Y'all remember that song from church when y'all was little? Nope. Anybody went to church when they were small and you sang the juice out of Take Me Back? My church did. I went to a Baptist church when I was growing up, and they would sing Take Me Back every week. Um. Anyway, you've got down here support is like 59. There's another one that's a little bit higher, right? If you're looking for some support there, but it's been in the zone. So you may be able to call credit spread up here. Doop, doop, doop. Sorry for the bad drawing. And you maybe do a put. That's a P. Doesn't look like it. Credit spread down here. T triple Q may offer some opportunity. I saw yesterday that Tesla is not doing so well. Not doing so well. This was yesterday. This was yesterday. Tesla just doing its thing. Why do you keep doing that? No, no, no. Okay, take that off. Take that off. Thank you. Let me go get something I do want, which is not that. Uh, nope, I didn't want that either. Here we go. This was yesterday's test. I want to look at pre-market, see what Tesla's looking like in the pre-market. Has it made any moves from yesterday? So this was yesterday's close. I know it's little, but it popped just a little bit, but it's still going down again. So this was the close around 167. It came back up to that line and it is now at 167, a little below that. It's not too far below 167. Again, I know those are small candles. Listen, we did the first day of the what did we do yesterday? The first day of the options 411. Fanatic. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. The first day was fantastic. right? We had a good load of people. We learned some good information yesterday. We talked about some basics about options, what we need to be able to trade. We talked about some brokers, some benefits of some of the different brokers that people are needing to get. We talked about some drawbacks of brokers that some people already have. We talked a little bit about the PDT hack, which was a little bit advanced for yesterday's class, but it got asked a question and, we answered the questions. We had some good responses, people who said they really appreciated the broker information. They really appreciated breaking down of that and then knowing places to go chart. Today, we're going to look at the brokers. Again, we're going to get into brokers, what things you really want to be able to get, cash accounts versus margin accounts, that kind of thing. We're going to talk about charting and technical analysis. I think we're going to spend the majority of the time there. Hopefully, we'll be able to find some trades that we can maybe get into for tomorrow. Even though this is a new crew, some people did have experience. We may be able to look at some stuff, or how do we at least determine the trades we want to work with. And then we're going to talk about using options for passive versus active trading. Yes, Jamie in the comments says T Triple Q has two zones right on top of each other, so I suggest being careful since it feels like it can jump in either direction. Need to watch the replay. Yes, Lisa, definitely watch the replay because I know you're doing hair on Wednesday and Thursday evenings. With T Triple Q, you definitely, and that's it's not just that, but anything you're doing, you want to always be real careful with your zones and get into safety areas. Our objective is to stay in the safe zone. So go out if you're going to go out a little further. You still want to get the premiums you're looking for, but you want to be safe. If you want to still join the Options 411 for Newbies Challenge, you actually still can. And then you can get the replay from yesterday. But the meat of what we're doing is today and tomorrow. Membership, of course, is open. We're free to come on in and join up in the membership for sure. $97 membership gets you access to everything, the morning calls, training calls, coaching calls, the telegrams, me, the team. You get access to all that stuff when you are in the membership. All the stuff I do, all the things I trade, you get access. All the challenges I put on, you get access to all those things. Let me see. I want to see the pre-market here again. Where's the pre-market on SPY? There it is. Pre-market on SPY. Looking at the top and the bottom. Here we go. I have I will say a friend of mine, a person who I communicate with on stock stuff. And he has a strategy that he uses for SPY. He does it on SPY. Yes, he does it on all the different stocks, but I usually just look at it on SPY. But he looks to see that he charts or does the high of the pre-market and the low of the pre-market. And when the price starts to move during the day, if and when it breaks out of that area, he does a breakout strategy of sorts in that he does it with the open and the close, I mean the high and the low of the pre-market. And then if it breaks out of there and does a retest, then he goes with that. He usually waits about 9:45, 10 o'clock, almost like we do too, just to see if the market has chosen a direction, and he places trades to go along with that. Just a thought, not investment advice, not telling anybody what to do, just telling you that there is a guy I know, a friend of mine, who trades a breakout strategy. Once it breaks out of the pre-market zone is when he makes a move. I'm actually looking at a resource for us that is going to potentially be able to identify good movers for us in short order, and then we can use this information to get closer to spots on our spreads, and or if you want to be a buyer, it may provide opportunities there. But I'm looking at it from the seller standpoint, and once I've done some testing of it, I'm going to take a look to make sure, and I'll introduce it to my community so that way we can see um, basically how to flow. If it's a resource that utilizes the information of um, when big orders come in, you can see those big orders coming in real time. It's like a flow kind of thing, and you can see those orders coming in real time. And when big orders, the $1 million orders or the 250K or 300, 400K orders come in, those kind of orders are gonna move the market, right? So um, if you can see those big orders coming in and then place a trade maybe at the money or a little bit even in the money, of course, we know we can get better premiums when we're at the money and in the money, and you may be able to capitalize on some of these as a seller. So that's what I'm checking it out. So we'll see what we do after that. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Um, did I share Adam's numbers? I don't think I did. I think I got stuck on earnings and never shared Adam's numbers. I skipped right over it. So let's go there. Fantastic overnight follow through for SPX. The gap between SPX and ES is 60 points right now. The gap between the ES and SPX is 60 points. Maybe I should put here for those who insert a text box. Gap between ES and SPX is currently 60 points, which basically means that when I'm doing these numbers that Adam gives us, I take and subtract 60 points from the numbers that he provides, right? That's what I did this morning. I look at it every morning before I do these numbers, and the gap is currently 60 points. Anyway, good overnight flow for SPX after a full day of chop. It finally got a dip to 51.61 support at 3:30 p.m. yesterday. 51.75, 51.82 plus were targets for that long, and we're here. Keep holding those runners. 51.85 to 51.75 is support. Keeps 51.97, 52.05, 52.20 alive. If we get less than 51.75, there will be a dip. Okay, there will be a dip, baby. Let's see what SPX is currently at this morning. It is currently at 51.70. SPX is currently at 51.70, and I mentioned um, the dip if you're below 51.75. So we want to definitely watch how things are functioning at this particular place, right? 51.61 does seem to be a support though, 51.75. So we're in the potentially in the zone or 10 points in the zone for a support, and it may hit the support and go. You just want to be wise, right? We always want to be wise. If you're trading XSP, I've got 522 on the call side, and that came from these numbers in here, and 516 on the put side. If you're trading and you see it's got more trend going down, you definitely want to go with the 522 or something that's sufficient on the call side and do a call credit spread going downwards. Okay, that's really what you want to do there. All right, we're good there. Yes, we are. Let's swing back around to SPX. I got us on a short chart, a short minutes chart. We're at, let me make it a little bit bigger. Jamie, something has happened inside of StreamYard where I can't get any sound. So we need to go and see what's going on, why my sound is not working over there. That's why I ended up just on YouTube. Okay, looks like SPX has a little bit of an upward movement as it pertains to that there. This is the daily chart of SPX. I think this was my gap, which is still there. I need you to fill in the rest of the stuff. I lost a, I lost a, I lost an indicator. This is no bueno. Mm-mm-mm. Let me see. That's not the one I want either. That's weird. Okay, let's go back because I can't worry about that right now either. I got to finish this so I can go teach. We're teaching logarithms today. Y'all remember, anybody here remember logarithms? I'm teaching logs today. Okay, so our options 411 for newbies is continuing today. Is going to be day 2 in that area. That's day 2. If you got your email, you should have gotten the email with your links and all that stuff in it. The replay link, everything you're looking for should be in your email, and it's also in the Telegram group. If you're a member, if you're a part of my membership, or if you're in the challenge, you should be able to get access to the replay as well as the links to make sure you can get into the call this evening. Okay. Our declaration is, I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts growing more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Our prayer, Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war with the purpose of establishing your kingdom. Help us today to trade wisely and strategically in order to fulfill this purpose. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others. In Jesus' name, amen. Oh. Tanya says, no, man, we're not learning trading and calculus at the same time. Yeah, it's definitely pre-calc, and some of them don't seem to be learning it either. We've got some few struggles in there, but we making it do what it do. We're making it do what it do. Yes, we are. All righty, everyone. I really want you all to have a great day. We're going to do two things for sure. We're going to stay green and let's get this money. I will meet you all in the chat. Yesterday, I came back to talk about Intel a little bit, and we'll come back and see if there's some other opportunities that we can find in our Telegram. So y'all look for me over there. And if you got something you got a trade you're looking at, but you want us to take a look at it and let's communicate about it, then go ahead and say something about that. All right. I want you all to have a great green day. All right. I will see you in the market. Bye bye, everyone.